He's only 21 years old, a global football sensation, a Real Madrid star, millions in his bank account. But what if I told you that behind the glamorous headlines and flashing cameras lies a life that's even more unbelievable than you imagined? Jude Bellingham isn't just another young talent, he's a phenomenon. On the field, he dominates with precision, intensity, and a tactical brilliance rare for his age. Off the field, he's living in mansions most people will never even see, driving cars worth more than most homes, traveling to the most exclusive corners of the world. But how did a boy from the quiet English town of Stourbridge rise to become one of the most talked-about athletes on the planet? What did it take to reach this level? And what's the real cost of living like a superstar before you're even old enough to rent a car in some countries? This is not just about football. It's about ambition, sacrifice, luxury, and the hidden pressures of fame. If you think you know Jude Bellingham, think again. Subscribe now and join us as we pull back the curtain on the millionaire lifestyle of one of football's brightest stars. What you're about to see might just change the way you look at the beautiful game. At just 17 years old, most teenagers are still trying to figure out who they are. They're finishing school, dreaming about the future, and maybe hoping to get their first real job. But for Jude Bellingham, the future had already arrived, and it came fast. After just one season as a professional with Birmingham City, his maturity on the pitch and natural ability to control the rhythm of a game caught the attention of one of Europe's most respected talent factories, Borussia Dortmund. In 2020, the German giants saw something in Bellingham that most hadn't fully realized yet. A calm, intelligent and fearless midfielder with the potential to become world-class. They didn't hesitate. Dortmund signed the young Englishman for around $25 million, a staggering fee for a 17-year-old at the time. That move made him the most expensive teenager in the club's history. And Jude didn't waste a second proving them right. He adapted almost instantly to the intense, fast-paced style of the Bundesliga. Week after week, he showed not just skill, but character, winning tackles, delivering laser-accurate passes, and pushing forward with a hunger that few players his age have ever shown. In his very first season, he helped Dortmund lift the DFB Pokal, German Cup, and by 2022-23, he wasn't just a starter, he was the best player in the entire league, earning the Bundesliga Player of the Season award. But the story didn't stop there. If anything, it was just getting started. His performances in Germany sent shockwaves across Europe, and in 2023, the biggest club in the world came knocking. Real Madrid, a $103 million transfer fee, possibly rising even higher with bonuses, was the price to bring him to the Spanish capital. With it came enormous pressure and expectation, but if Bellingham felt any of it, he didn't show it. From the very first match in a Real Madrid shirt, Jude looked like he'd been born to play in the iconic white jersey. He scored, he created, he led. In a team full of global stars, it was the young Englishman who quickly became the heart of the squad. His unique style, a blend of defensive grit, attacking instinct, and a football IQ beyond his years, drew comparisons to legends of the club's storied history. And it wasn't just at club level where Jude shined. With the England national team, he made his senior debut in 2020, also at the age of 17. He became a regular presence, playing an important role in England's run to the Euro 2020 final and again at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, where he was seen not just as a player, but as a future leader of his generation. At only 21, Jude Bellingham has already lived a career most footballers only dream of. But perhaps what's most fascinating isn't just what he's achieved. It's how grounded, composed, and focused he remains, even as the spotlight grows brighter. And naturally, a life like his comes with its fair share of luxury. To match his rising status, Jude recently purchased a stunning mansion in the exclusive La Finca district, one of the most prestigious and secure neighborhoods in Madrid, home to countless footballing superstars. He reportedly spent around $5.5 million on the property, a home that's not just a reflection of his success, but also a symbol of how far he's come from the streets of Stourbridge. From local talent to global icon, from teenage prodigy to midfield maestro, Jude Bellingham's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. And if the first chapters of his story are anything to go by, what's coming next might just redefine what we expect from the modern footballer. So, what do you think? Is Jude Bellingham already one of the best in the world? Can he go on to win the Ballon d'Or in the coming years? Let us know in the comments, and if you're just as amazed by his rise as we are, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and stay with us for more incredible stories from the world of football. Imagine waking up in a place where every corner reflects success, not just luxury, but the kind of achievement that tells a story of discipline, ambition, and dreams realized. This is the reality of Jude Bellingham, one of the most promising football stars in the world today. In the heart of Madrid, tucked away in the prestigious and ultra-private district of La Finca, a neighborhood known for hosting legends like Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, and Cristiano Ronaldo, stands Bellingham's newest residence. A mansion that isn't just a house, but a symbol of everything he's built so far. Spanning over 650 square meters of sophisticated architecture, the home was designed to impress without shouting. 6 spacious bedrooms, each with its own private ensuite, provide comfort, calm, and seclusion. The living area is breathtaking, with towering ceilings and enormous glass windows that allow sunlight to pour in, illuminating a sleek, minimalist interior filled with clean lines, neutral tones, and refined materials. Everything about this space whispers elegance and balance, a perfect counterpoint to the high-energy world of elite football. But Bellingham's mansion isn't just beautiful, it's a sanctuary. Step outside and you'll find a stunning pool in the backyard, ideal for cooling off on Madrid's warmer days. Inside, there's a fully equipped private gym that allows him to train at the highest level without ever leaving home. And perhaps the most magical feature, a panoramic view of the majestic Sierra de Guadarrama mountain range, a peaceful, almost cinematic backdrop that turns ordinary moments into something unforgettable. It's not just about the house, though. In the very first episode of his YouTube docu-series Out of the Flood Leagues, Bellingham opened the doors to this new chapter of his life. He didn't just show off the home, he shared the emotional journey behind it. Moving to a new country, stepping into one of the world's most legendary clubs, and adjusting to the pressures and expectations that come with being a Real Madrid player. He told it all. With raw honesty and charm, he let fans see not just the star, but the human being behind the name. And of course, a lifestyle like Jude's wouldn't be complete without some jaw-dropping rides in the garage. One of the most talked about is the futuristic little vehicle he was spotted testing, the Open Mocha, a compact car packed with smart tech that can hit speeds up to 127 km/h, depending on the version. While small in size, it's bold in style, with a price tag hovering around $25,000. But that's just the beginning. He's also been seen riding with his family in a Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe, a luxurious SUV that blends power with elegance. Known for its spacious interior and cutting-edge technology, this vehicle is built for those who value both comfort and performance. And if you're wondering, it can cost upwards of $50,000. And then there's the all-white Mercedes-Benz GLE 350, a V6-powered beast that's as smooth as it is strong. With its quiet engine and high-end finish, it's the kind of car made for long drives and peaceful escapes. For this level of refinement, you're looking at around $80,000. Still not impressed? Try the BMW 7 Series, the crown jewel in Bellingham's car collection. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. With a powerful V8 engine, this luxury sedan can go from 0 to 100 km/h in under 5 seconds. It's sleek, it's bold, and yes, it costs a small fortune. But behind every engine roar and marble countertop, there's a deeper story being written. One of a young man who, through talent and determination, has reached a place most people only dream about. And what's most captivating is that Jude Bellingham is just getting started. So tell us, what would you do if you had a life like this at just 21 years old? Which of these cars would you choose? Do you think fame and fortune this early in life comes with more pressure or more freedom? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take on this incredible journey. And if you're fascinated by stories that blend football, luxury, and the rise of modern legends, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay with us. Because Jude Bellingham's story is far from over. Now imagine this. You're 21 years old, at the peak of your career, playing for one of the most iconic clubs in the world, and money, that's not even a concern anymore. For Jude Bellingham, this isn't a dream, it's his day-to-day life. And when it comes to luxury, he doesn't hold back. Among his impressive collection of high-end vehicles, one of the crown jewels is a Mercedes-Benz AMG class. Not just a car, but a machine built for thrill and elegance. This executive powerhouse blends refined design with raw performance. It can launch from 0 to nearly 100 km/h in just around 4 seconds, and if you're brave enough to floor it, you could see it hit an astonishing 300 km/h. But speed and beauty like that comes at a price, and we're talking well over $533,000. That's not just a car, that's a statement on wheels. But Jude's world isn't limited to the road. He's surrounded by people whose job is to make sure he lives life with comfort, style, and ease. Among them is a personal concierge, someone whose only mission is to make sure Bellingham's every need is handled with top-tier precision. Want to stay at a luxury 5-star resort last minute? Done. Need a sleek limousine to pick you up on arrival? Handled. Dinner at an exclusive rooftop restaurant that's booked out for months? Already reserved. This isn't just convenience, it's a lifestyle few people on earth will ever experience. And when it comes to travel, Jude Bellingham doesn't just book flights, he curates experiences. He travels the world like someone painting on a canvas, always choosing beauty, adventure, and elegance. One of his favorite getaways, the electrifying island of Ibiza, Spain, a paradise where turquoise waters meet sun-soaked beach clubs and nights stretch endlessly into luxury-filled parties. Jude has been spotted soaking up the sun at elite seaside resorts, sipping drinks poolside, and dancing the night away in world-renowned clubs, all while the Mediterranean breeze rolls in. But Ibiza was just the beginning. Next stop, the south of France, a playground for the ultra-rich and unapologetically glamorous. Jude took things to another level here, sailing across the Côte d'Azur aboard a private yacht. Yes, that's right. We're talking about cruising past Saint-Tropez and Monaco, places where luxury isn't just present, it's a way of life. While most people watch these destinations in movies, Jude lives them firsthand, surrounded by crystal-clear waters, Michelin-starred cuisine, and sunsets you can only describe as unreal. And just when you thought he couldn't get more refined, he switches gears. In Croatia, Bellingham chose a slower pace. Away from the flash and frenzy, he embraced tranquility. A moment to breathe, a place where history meets nature, and where the waves speak louder than any engine. It was a reminder that, even in a life of constant speed, there's beauty in slowing down, in choosing silence over spectacle. And maybe that's what makes Jude's lifestyle so captivating. It's not just the money, or the cars, or the places. It's the way he balances it all. A young man with the world at his feet, who knows how to enjoy the fruits of his labor, without ever forgetting the ground he came from. So let me ask you, if you were in Jude Bellingham's shoes, what would you do? Would you speed down the highway in a roaring AMG, or would you set sail on the French Riviera? Would you party in Ibiza, or find peace in Croatia? Let us know in the comments below, because this isn't just a story about football. It's about dreams realized, choices made, and the life that comes with being not just a player, but a phenomenon. And if you're loving this deep dive into the life behind the fame, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us as we keep uncovering the real lives of the game's biggest stars. There are moments in life that money can buy: luxury, travel, cars, comfort. But there are also those rare, priceless moments that stay with you forever. Jude Bellingham, even with his growing fortune and international fame, knows how to embrace both. In one of his most peaceful getaways, Jude was seen relaxing with his family aboard a beautiful yacht, drifting along the turquoise waters of the Adriatic Sea. The breeze was calm, the horizon endless, and the only sound was the soft movement of the waves as they passed charming, untouched islands that seemed to belong to another world. For someone constantly in the spotlight, it was a rare chance to simply be, to breathe, reflect, and share time with those who matter most. But the Adriatic was just the beginning. Next stop, Mykonos, Greece, a destination that has become a playground for the rich, the famous, and the effortlessly stylish. Jude checked into a breathtaking hotel perched above the sea, complete with an infinity pool that seemed to pour straight into the Aegean. From there, he explored the iconic, whitewashed streets of the island, stopping at cozy restaurants to savor world-class Mediterranean cuisine. Fresh seafood, olive oil, sun-drenched flavors that matched the beauty of the view. Mykonos wasn't just a trip. It was a full-on experience of elegance and ease, and when New Year's Eve arrived in 2022, Jude took things to a whole new level. Where do you celebrate the start of a new chapter when you already live a life most people dream of? For Jude, the answer was Dubai, a city where luxury is written into the skyline. There, he welcomed the new year beneath a sky lit up by one of the world's most spectacular fireworks shows. But he didn't stop at the lights and champagne. He ventured into the golden desert, jumping into a RZR, a rugged off-road vehicle built for adrenaline. Roaring through sand dunes under the stars, Jude proved that even in celebration, he likes to live full throttle. And just for perspective, renting one of these beasts can cost around $12,100 per week. But Jude Bellingham is more than just a luxury traveler or a football star with deep pockets. Behind the scenes, he's quietly building something far more meaningful: a legacy of impact. He's the kind of player who doesn't just perform on the pitch, he shows up for the world. Through his work with the Mustard Seed Project, Jude has become an ambassador for a mission that supports families in Mombasa, Kenya. One of his proudest moments was delivering Adidas uniforms to a local football team called Jude, a team named in his honor. But the most powerful contribution, helping build a massive school called Mbora. With 25 classrooms and space for 300 children, the school isn't just a place for education. It's a space where children also receive nutritious meals and real opportunities to change their futures. And his kindness doesn't stop at international borders. Back home in Birmingham, Jude teamed up with his brother Job and the West Midlands Ambulance Service to donate defibrillators to local public schools, life-saving devices that could make all the difference in a medical emergency. At the end of 2022, he even donated a signed shirt to raise money for the Duncan Edwards Peacefield Project, a cause close to his heart. And rumor has it, there are even more causes he supports, quietly, financially, without the cameras, just from the heart. Of course, with a gross annual salary of around $20.8 million, that's approximately $22.5 million a year, plus potential performance bonuses of up to $4.17 million more, Jude certainly has the financial power to live any way he wants. Earning close to $187 million per month, he ranks among the highest-paid players at Real Madrid, and yet he still chooses to give back. And now, as we come to the end of this video, one thing becomes crystal clear. Jude Bellingham, at just 21 years old, isn't just living a luxurious life, he's shaping a meaningful one. From breathtaking mansions to private yachts, from Greek islands to desert dunes, and from classroom walls in Kenya to football fields in England, every piece of his story reflects not only talent, but purpose. So now we want to hear from you. What surprised you most about Jude's lifestyle? His cars, his travels, or his incredible generosity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know which Real Madrid star you want to see featured in our next deep dive. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And if you were inspired by Jude's journey, share this video with your friends, because the story of this football monster deserves to be seen by the world. Until next time.